In 2025, one simple idea took root: to give India's local business owners, creators, and dreamers a voice that would echo far beyond their city limits. I'm Kabir. People say I'm honest, soft hearted, maybe even a little old school in my values, but I believe in something timeless: the power of human stories to inspire action. That's why I started Kabir Vani Business Edition podcast.
So today I have with me an engineer become artist. Now let's see how this journey was, shall we? Saloni, welcome to Kabir Vani Business Edition podcast. How are you today?
I'm very well, Kabir. Thank you so much for invitation.
I'm so glad to have you. I'm going to ask you a very historical question.
Okay.
There are already very few females being an engineer. You
Okay.
becoming one
Okay.
and leaving that to become an artist. What happened?
So honestly, art is something I was born with. It's a gift. And when I was doing my engineering, when I was working in corporates, I realized one thing, that many people do not have the gift that I have. So I really wanted to give it a try first, that, let's just give it a try in the field of art. And it worked out for me. And I'm very glad that I took that step, very bold step, to leave my corporate job and take art as a career.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, how was your journey? Because usually, coming from a Malwadi family, right? And finishing your engineering and now again going towards artists, how was the journey for your parents to agree to this particular?
It was difficult for my parents also to understand that what I want to do. And I'm not to forget, I'm coming from a family of doctors and engineers and IITians.
Becomes more difficult.
Very difficult to convince everybody, extended family also. But somehow I think I was very rebellious, that I really want to do it.
Okay.
And I did not look back, that,
Just
if I have to do it, then I have to do it.
absolutely. Okay. And when did your journey start?
It started in 2018. My learning phase started in 2018. And from 2020, I started taking it up as a professional artist. I started doing customized work as well as teaching.
What's the name of your company?
Rangfira.
Rangfira.
From starting, it was Rangfira. 2018 onwards.
What's the fire in it? Like, why Rangfira? What's with it?
Somebody who's mad about colors is Rangfira. It's derived from Sarfira, honestly. But since I've always been mad about colors and art, so Rangfira.
When did you realize that, okay, this is something that you absolutely love?
Again, when I was in my corporate job, I realized that I used to paint. Sometimes I would, make something and gift it to my family members or friends, even in college. But then I realized, why not take it up as a career? Okay. If I have so many creative ideas in mind, and if I can do it, if I can, work with paints also, as well as charcoals and graphites also, so why not give it a try and take it as a career?
Okay, cool. So because again, you come from a Malwadi family, so I'll repeat this question for you there. So Papa ne mara nahi?
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
पैसे दिए चालू करने के लिए आर्ट?
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
How did you start it?
So initially बहुत difficult था, because I've quit my job and then I decided I want to do it. If somebody else is there in my position nowadays, I would simply say कि job quit मत करना पहले, work on your skill set first and then decide whether you really want to do it or not.
Okay.
But rebel था बहुत ज़्यादा family की तरफ से, because I'm coming from a family of doctors and engineers and IITians. So उनके लिए तो समझ में नहीं आया क्या field है. They've never seen somebody doing it.
Yeah, it's like you're kind of, I'm not trying to like judge people who are into arts, but usually they're like, oh, you're not smart enough to do arts.
No. Again, now what I'll correct you here. So what happens is, arts is absolutely different field of study. Now, my engineering, my science, connected to science field is now helping me a lot in art.
Okay.
Because art is very much about measurements. It's about degrees and angles, perspective, and that is what you learn when I was in my engineering, when I was doing the formulas. That time I did not realize that it's going to help me or not, but it is really helping me now.
Is this something that you have enjoyed since childhood, or something, a newly developed passion when you were growing up?
Enjoyed since childhood.
Okay.
I loved art since childhood. My grandfather, my maternal grandfather, was an artist.
So विरासत में आया है.
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल. So he used to paint and sketch a lot, but apart from that, he was not a full-time artist. It was his passion.
Okay.
My mother used to also पेंट, वो भी करती थी पेंट, बट शी वॉज अ हाउस वाइफ, तो वो भी उनका शौक ही था बस करने का। और फिर मैंने उनको देखा, अपने ग्रैंडफादर को देखा, फिर मुझे लगा कि मैंने भी बचपन से किया मैंने भी स्टार्टिंग से, कभी स्कूल में कुछ, कभी कॉलेज में कुछ, बट देन आई थॉट कि अब करियर ले लेना चाहिए. Somebody should be there in the lineage to have this.
So your mother must be very happy that
my mother is very happy.
You've gone towards your passion and you're doing so wonderfully.
Very happy.
So you started in 2018.
Yes.
It was very close to upcoming COVID, and a big risk could have been because you did not know COVID was coming across, right? So how was that journey towards it?
So big risk really did happen. COVID का तो बिल्कुल भी अता पता नहीं था. And in 2020, so in 2018 I went to Hyderabad.
Okay.
I went there to learn sculpting and improve a few of my skills there. But then I did have a good learning phase there. Then in 2020, 1st of March, I inaugurated my studio in Hyderabad. It was a teaching
1st
studio.
1st of March 2020.
2020, I inaugurated a studio and I had no hint.
I don't like it where it's going.
And I had no hint where, the COVID is going to hit. कुछ भी नहीं idea था. I was so excited. Had a lot of savings कि अपना खुद का studio खोलना है, वहाँ पे teach करना है सबको. 22 days later, I had 4 students enrolled in my studio. 22 days later, nationwide lockdown.
Ouch.
Oh my God, I was so, I would say, बहुत depression type का आ गया था एक तरह से. Then I realized I took 20 days off from everything. I was, we were in a lockdown. I was closed in my room.
You really did not have a choice.
I did not have a choice. I decided that whatever I was going to teach there, why not take it online? So then I took another 30 days. I recorded tutorials for my students and for the course to launch. And that course was a magical thing that happened in my life.
Nice. Okay. Something led to another, which turned out to be good for you.
So COVID became kind of blessing for me because I was able to help my family also financially in that aspect and take care of my expenses also, COVID being there.
Right, correct.
But yes, and also I helped many people, many females, many women who were there in COVID and they had no idea what to do. They started learning and then, that is how
okay,
really
good.
helped.
So what did you actually do online in your online courses?
So it's an online courses of charcoals.
Okay.
It's a sketching course where we start from the very basics, that how to even hold a pencil, how to even, dodge the charcoal on the paper, what kind of paper you should be using, what kind of materials you should be using. From there to portraits, we've taken the course.
Okay.
So it's a very step-by-step detailed course that I've made for all my students.
Okay, something which a beginner can also join and start from.
If you can't even draw a straight line, you can still enroll in the course and you can still reach the portraits level.
Okay, and what if someone is already a pro at it? Would they get something good out of it?
I'll be very honest. So the course is not designed in a manner कि मैंने किसी एक artist की skill set को देखा और उसको मैंने copy करके course बना दिया. Nobody was there to teach me charcoals and graphite. I started learning it myself. I'm a self-taught artist in that area while I was doing sculpting, when I was learning sculpting.
Okay.
So वो मेरी जितनी mistakes रही हैं while exploring that medium, उन सबको ध्यान रखते हुए I've designed that course that somebody who's a professional already doing a little bit of that kind of a medium can actually know from my mistakes also कि यार ये चीज तो नहीं करनी है या फिर हम ये चीज भी कर सकते हैं नहीं इसके अंदर.
Fair.
That is how it is.
And how can they find that course online of yours?
It's on my website.
Okay, what's your website?
rangfira.com.
Did you actually get that name as
Yes.
well? Nice, yeah.
There is no other account or any. The word doesn't exist in dictionary.
Exactly. I mean, when I read through it, it's very unique. It's very unique. So I'm really happy about that. So I told Bhakti as well, like such a unique name, Rangfira. I was like, okay, has some kind of fire to it.
Yes.
Cool. So how does Rangfira stand out? Because see, there's so many people out there. It's like a red car theory. Like as a manifestation coach, I feel when I started doing manifestation, I was like, sub manifestation kar rahe, right? So did you feel that way when you came online and you're like, okay, har ek insan artist hai? Did you feel that way?
Sometimes, initially I felt that way.
Okay.
But then what I realized, if you really want to stand out, you have to actually work on your medium first. So the kind of sketches I make, the kind of paintings I do, it stands out. And number one. And number two is that I work on multiple medium. I'm not one medium based artist.
Okay.
As in, I'm doing oil colors also, I'm doing acrylics also, and I'm doing charcoals and graphite also, mixed media, texture, various art forms. So it's a one house for different kinds of art forms for other people. So that is how my clients also see it, because when they see that, okay, I want something for this wall, and for wall 2 I want this, so both of the items they can get in one place.
Okay, fair enough. So
That
it's
is
like a
how-
one-stop artist
solution for art.
for art. Okay, great. That's absolutely fine. Let's go back a little bit, right?
Okay.
You said that you started this because, of course, you come from a Malwadi family and no backup with the parents and all, no funding. So how did you fund your startup as Rangfera? And how did you win the trust of people?
Not many people practice this, but I really want people to know that do not say no to any work. That is what I've done. I've never said no to any work. When I was in my initial days, I've made sketches and portraits for mere 500 rupees also, because my goal was my work should reach somebody, and because that is the person who would give me potential new clients. So that is how I started working.
Okay.
I had to run, my house also. I had to pay rent also. I never said no to any work. I literally worked even for, little amount of money, what I've quoted, but the client is not ready to give it.
Okay.
But I worked for it because I really wanted to put my name there in the market that, okay, Rangfera or Saloni is there who's doing this kind of work.
Okay.
And that is how now my major business is from recommendations only. Because in the past 8 years, I've made such good clients that it's all through recommendations.
Okay.
And it's worldwide.
Very nice. More power to you for that.
Thank you so much.
From being an artist to being a content creator now, what is your journey like and where are you headed?
I'm going to correct you here a little bit. I'm really not a content creator.
Okay.
My content is there on the social media, but I am not working most of my time for my content. My goal has always been focusing on the art. There are many students, upcoming artists, they would ask in DMs, ma'am, my reels are not having the good reach. They are not reaching good people or not having the kind of the number of likes and views I want to have. I only tell them, focus on your art. When you are true to your craft and skill, it will reach the right audience in right time. That is what I tell them.
Very nice, very nice. I think a very good advice that you have came across through it. Because artists have so many voices, right? अलग-अलग style होते हैं. Artists भी बहुत अलग-अलग तरीके के
Very
होते
true.
हैं. So how did you pick that, okay, this is the type of artist that I'm going to be? So what would be your specialty when I ask you as an artist who you are?
Again, so I explored all medium. Number one, when I started this career, when I started art as a career, I explored all medium. I explored wash, I explored watercolors, oil colors, acrylics, then pencils, even pen work I've tried. Then I picked the kind of medium I am most comfortable with and I enjoyed the most. That is how I started. So now I'm most comfortable and I love oils, acrylics, and pencils. These are the three mediums I've picked that I really want to do them.
Work with.
And mixed media is always there, wherein it's an amalgamation of other materials also. You put sand also in that, POP, textures, threads, ropes. So that's mixed media. But again, the base is these three medium that I want to work with.
You mentioned something about sand art. I think sand art has got really, really popular nowadays, right? So something that a lot of people are working with. So are you doing those kind of videos for yourself as well?
I'm doing those kinds of art, but not videos.
Okay.
Because, I'll be very honest. Many a times I'm making something for a client and that client is a high profile person. They do not want their art or their home spaces or their paintings to be revealed in public.
Coming back to the services, okay, I want you to break down your 5 services that when people want to look for an artist, what they can do.
Okay, so let's break down occasion wise as well as space wise. So occasions could be birthdays, anniversaries, home renovations, then return favors for various big pujas that people do. So these are the occasions I've been catering to for a very long time. And definitely personal, like I want an art in my house, so that is another occasion for many people. And about spaces, so we work for hotels, we work for offices, newly built offices, if they really want to have different kind of Vastu paintings or anything like that. Then we have residences, we work for resorts, and we work for schools also. So we do wall murals for schools, wall murals for hotels. बच्चों के छोटे छोटे खेलते हुए चित्र होते हैं. That is also something that we do. So yes, different spaces and occasions we cater to.
Okay, great. And they can definitely reach out to you for this particular thing.
For sure.
You know, while we were right before the podcast, you were showing me those amazing 3D arts. Please tell me a little bit about that.
So it's called mantra paintings, I'll say. And that is something I started doing it during lockdown again.
Okay.
Second lockdown. And that's something gave me a different kind of peace, because instead of chanting mantras, I was writing the mantras. It has Gayatri mantra, Lakshmi mantra. And it was not written with any kind of pen or pencil. I used to write it with cones. I would make the paste and write it with cones. And it's 3D embossed artwork. If somebody just want to feel the text, close their eyes, they can do that. And that's a different kind of art. And that is my hot selling product.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, we can show it right now because it's absolutely beautiful. So
thank you.
I can understand that. But does that get too expensive?
No, it's not very expensive.
Okay, so what would be the range for that?
So it starts with, I would say, it's basically on the size base, number one. It starts with 1,000 rupees for very small table decor pieces, and it can go up to 50,000, 60,000 also, depending on the size that we are working on.
That's pretty decent then.
Very decent.
But I absolutely loved
Thank you so much.
The chakras that you have made into a
7 chakras.
7 chakras.
Yes.
Oh man, beautiful. I think that is something that I'm personally buying from you for sure. That's how it's gonna happen. Now, where are you seeing yourself, Rangfira, in the next 5 years?
So I'm seeing, in next 5 years, I'm seeing Rangfira as a global brand, penetrating different markets in art. And number one, I'm not a seasoned artist. I'm a commercial artist. I make customizations. If you want something and if you have an idea in mind, I can put that onto a paper and show it to you, and then I can put it on your wall. So I really wanted to be a global brand wherein I'm not only working in Mumbai or India, but I'm working on murals and sites across the globe. Okay. That is how I see Rangfira in the next 5 years.
Beautiful, very nice. So I love the fact that how you just mentioned that how would you work. So let's say if I come to you as a client and I ask you, okay, you know what, I want an art, but I don't know what. What would you do?
The way you are taking a podcast of mine, I would do the similar with the client.
Okay.
I mean, I would ask what their likes and dislikes are, if they are a nature lover, what kind of color moods that they want to go for, and then from there I would extract, okay, this is, I think you will like.
Okay.
So I have to know the personality first, if they're doing it for the residences, because it's a very personal space. Or if it's a hotel, because that is, again, hotel is very location based. Kuch agar Khajuraho mein hai or something is in Goa, then we have to work according to the place's theme. So I ask my client various questions so that I can actually know what their personality is, and I can reflect that on their art.
As an artist, because of course you come again from the engineering background and all, like, and my first question to you was that as well, that you come from an engineering background and now you've become an artist. Are you still facing any kind of challenges towards growth?
No, I'm not.
Has things gotten easier for you?
Yes, I think it got easier because I'm coming from that background. Okay, you've been an engineer. You've struggled already there. So you know how to deal with things. But yes, the education has helped me a lot. Again, I think I've told you earlier also that art requires calculations. It's not easy. When I'm making something, I need to make a grid. I need to calculate where the eye would be, where the nose would be. So it's all ratios, proportions and everything. And I think mathematics and science then has really helped me now.
Has being an artist a different perspective towards life for you?
Yes.
How is that?
Very funny. But wherever I go, I touch the walls. I see, oh, ye kya material hai? What is it made up of? And this is how my life is now. I see, oh, this color is not going with this. The sofa needs to be changed. So, Rangfira, as I can say.
Exactly.
I'm seeing colors and then I'm looking it at a perspective of an artist ki अभी ये क्या चेंज कर सकते हैं, क्या नहीं कर सकते हैं, इसमें और क्या अच्छा कर सकते हैं. That is how.
So at this point of time, I understand that how that would work, because when you become so deeply passionate about what you're doing, it's like your world becomes the stage, and every single becomes an art for you. Let me ask you, going towards the future, who would be your dream ask that you would want to work with or work for?
I don't have a specific name, but I really want to reach out to people who have never had a piece of art. And I really want कि एक बार आप art को try करके देखो and then just put it in your place and see how vibrant it'll, make your space or the living space that you are there.
And what does success mean to you as an artist?
I think recognition. That means success to me. It's not about money, it's not about fame, it's about recognition that people know you with your craft. That is what success means to me.
Very nice. Have you thought about getting into an exhibition or doing some kind of work exhibition for yourself?
I have done various exhibitions.
Okay.
I've done art.
Any coming up right now?
No, not really. Now I am not focused on exhibitions a lot, but I will be participating in a lot of exhibitions in near future. And I have participated in various exhibitions in Nehru Art Center also, and Jaipur, Delhi, Hyderabad. I've done various exhibitions, and I think that is how I've grabbed the best of clients. Because for an artist, exhibition is not a place to directly sell the work. It's a place to get the leads. Now everybody asks me, कुछ बिका क्या? No. खरीदने वाले मिले मुझे वहाँ पे. They'll be buying it later because art is something people want to get it customized. उनको अपनी पसंद का चाहिए. So once they see an artist, कि वो अच्छा यार, I think this person can do what I am actually thinking. That is how you get the leads from the exhibition.
Beautiful. I love the fact how you explain that. Now, if I have to ask you, I'm not trying to say that, I'm sure that you're not scared of the competition nevertheless, but let's say somebody comes to you and be like, I want to become an artist. All right. Now, because you've taken such a bold step from being an engineer and working for a corporate job to now becoming an artist, if somebody comes to you, what would you step-by-step instructions that would you give them?
Number one, never lose your financial freedom. Okay. I made that mistake when I started this journey. I've quit my job and then I started. My suggestion would be keep your job, be in your job, take out some time for your skill, for your passion, work on it for maybe a year or two. You have to juggle that for sure. But then when you realize, when you are, complete enough to leave your job and take this as a career, then you do it. Many people make this mistake. Impromptu decision हो जाता है, impulsive decision हो जाता है कि नहीं अब ये नहीं करना है, career में आना है, या hobby को अपना passion को अपना career बनाना है. Never make that mistake. I would say that.
Okay. And if they come to you, will you be able to guide them?
Yes, definitely, for sure.
Do you have like a package where you can teach them? Of course, you do have your online courses, but do you have like one-to-one consultations or something like
No, I don't do that. This is all free. I don't do that.
Have you thought about it? Because that can be a good way of paying. See what happens now. Sometimes when you do things for free, people take you for granted because you have an art.
Okay.
Have you thought about it that way?
I have.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking.
Okay.
But what happens is there are times when you actually analyze, okay, ये ऐसे ही पूछ रहा है, or this person is actually interested. So, and it's not like a consultation. I just tell them, what to do, the do's and don'ts if you really want to switch careers, and especially if you want to come to this art kind of a career, because I can only talk about this field of career switch and no other. So yes, I do that for many people.
Very nice. How would you deal with Generation Z, Gen Z is what we call them? That because the reason for me to ask you this is because, and very rightly you said that you should never quit something which is right away, instantly.
Yes.
Because आजकल जो हमारे Gen Zs है, they make a very bold step very quickly. They want everything. Oh, you know what? I heard Saloni and she's like, oh, I can become an artist. I don't have to be an engineer, or I don't have to be a banker. I don't have to do this. I can just become it that way.
Okay.
What suggestions would you give to Generation Z as per your knowledge today?
Analyze and act. Very simple. You need to analyze the situation first. You cannot act impulsively. कि मुझे आज ये अच्छा लग रहा है तो आज मैं ये कर सकती हूँ. You have to see at least for next 2 years or 3 years that how would you be able to take the life forward. Your career goals, your financial goals, and I think then the step should be taken.
Step to be taken.
Analyze and act. Very simple.
Analyze and act. Very nicely said. You said that when you started, you didn't have anyone to teach you. You think having a mentor in artists, being an artist field is important? You think your journey would have been easier if you had found yourself a mentor?
Yes, but mentor in the terms, somebody would tell me what to do and what not to do. I'm a self-taught artist. I've learned. I'll be very honest. तो मैं क्या करती थी? When I was on my learning phase, मैं कोई artist को देखती थी. I used to take screenshots कि क्या material use कर रहे हैं. And I would just Google Lens पे डाल के क्या material है, कैसा है. And then I used to buy them. I used to try कि अच्छा no, this is not working for me. So this has worked for me. मैंने चीजों को try किया है. To fix कि अच्छा मेरे को यही पसंद आया है. I've not copied an artist. If he or she is doing it, so I'll also do it. So that is what I want to say कि अगर आपको फील्ड में आना है, if you want to do this, you have to try.
Okay.
Trial तो करना पड़ेगा.
Exactly. But again, having a mentor changes.
Having a mentor would have been definitely
easier. And I think the girl named Saloni would be a great mentor as well. Yeah.
I hope so.
All right, cool. So Saloni, finally, I love the journey that you have, being an engineer to coming to become an artist, being in a Malwadi family, fighting with your parents, and now you're a successful artist. So kudos to you.
Thank you
so
much.
I really am very happy that, someone who follows their passion and becomes so successful in it.
Thank
now
you.
your parents are happy, or I'm sure that your husband is very proud of you as well. And the most importantly, I think you must be the most proudest of all.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this, right? How can people reach out to you to get their art done?
Various ways. If you're in Mumbai, my address is there on the Google. You can definitely visit the studio, which is in Mulund. And my number is 9001759295. You can also find it in the description. And my website is rangfira.com and my Instagram handle is rangfira. Anywhere you type rangfira, whether it's LinkedIn,
it's going to be Saloni there.
Yes, it's going to be Saloni only. You'll get it on LinkedIn, Instagram.
I hope you have trademarked it.
I have.
Oh, good. Very good. Great. You know what? One question came to my heart and I have to ask you this. Recently, there has been a lot of occult practices going on. There is Vastu, there's astrology, numerology, manifestation, right? So do you have artists or do you have paintings or any kind of work which can resonate with those kind of people as well?
Definitely we have it.
Okay.
We have mantra paintings, we have 7 chakras. So now what I do is, if my clients usually have their own Vastu experts. So I've done work for a client wherein they wanted something blue on the wall. It was, directed by the Vastu consultant only. And they also wanted to put a mirror there. So I made art on the mirror and it was a blue colored art on the mirror. So it solved their purpose, both purposes. So yes, we work according to their Vastu needs also, or the experts that they've said ki aapko ye lagana chahiye, nahi lagana chahiye. We do customizations again.
Great, yeah, because I think this is something very powerful recently, and everybody is, I think, पहले घर लेने के पहले they hire a Vastu consultant.
पहले वास्तु check होता है.
And then it comes across to it, and of course I think the art can play a major role because we live in a Mumbai, right? So changes करना, it's not possible, right? You come from Jaipur, so many times we have a fact where हमारा बंगला है तो हम कुछ भी change कर सकते हैं.
आज नीचे मन नहीं लग रहा तो ऊपर चले जाते हैं.
ऊपर है ना, हाँ. But in Mumbai, you cannot do that because the structure is made that way. So I know that this particular wall, something else is supposed to be there, so you can actually put up an art.
Yes.
So I think that can be a great way for someone to think about using a person like you, right?
Yes, truly. And also I think because homes are very small in Mumbai, so people really design every wall with their whole heart. So they really want to have nice pieces, nice installations on their walls, and I think that is how it has really worked for me in Mumbai.
Mumbai as well, yeah. And then it works well.
It works well
as well. Great. Thank you so much,
Thank
Saloni,
you.
for being with us
Kabir.
today. Really appreciate your patience. Of course, we're trying some new studio looks, and you were the first one for the new studio looks. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
We started with this beautiful thing with an artist, so I'm really happy about that. And I hope that you have all enjoyed today's podcast with Saloni. An engineer becoming an artist, which also comes from a Malwadi family. Quite a tough task to do, but I'm very happy that she did, and she's so successful right now. This says that as long as you follow your passion and you're happy of what you're doing, work doesn't feel like work. It works as your life. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. And if you did, make sure go ahead and share this with all your friends who are an artist or who are looking to become an artist, because today's podcast is going to give you so much power to believe in your passion. Now, if you're thinking about becoming one of the artists, well, Saloni can really help you out here. And I'm sure that she's such a sweetheart. You'll definitely get along with it and you'll learn a great deal out of it as well. We are available on Instagram, YouTube, and all audio platform. In case if you're not able to find us, just search Kabir Vani Podcast and you will find us. And if you still don't, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below and we'll make sure that we are there. Thank you for watching.
This isn't just a podcast, it's a catalyst, a space where your business story can become someone's turning point. I'm Kabir, and this is the Kabir Vani Business Edition. Your voice, your impact forever.